Hood Talk News, we on fire.
Yo, what's good, man? We back at it, we back at it like a jackrabbit, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, we got Big U in the hood again today, man, and Big U done went on this platform, man. I'm scrolling across the internet, and I see he done went on this platform, and he's telling more on himself. He went on the Breakfast Club. I mean, he went on a whole tour telling on himself. But without no further ado, man, let's get into it.
And kind of speaking on that, we just had a situation that I also talked to Ralphie about when he was here. The situation that happened with P&B Rock at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles.
Man, I heard Big U done was behind that, boy. They say the dude, loose cannon, and somebody was in the bathroom when that went down. I don't know, man.
You know, when it come down to that situation and everything like that, what are your thoughts on what happened to P&B?
I mean, it could happen to everybody. Just to be honest with you.
Listen, I got to rewind this back because I want y'all to pay attention. As soon as he said something about P&B Rock, Big U was P&B Rock. Big U was calm before he said something about him. But check his leg out when he asked him about that. Watch him now. Watch that leg, how it go to shaking. It gonna go to shaking real fast when he asked him about that.
Happened to P&B.
Watch that leg, y'all.
I mean, it could happen to everybody.
Look, there it is.
Just to be honest with you.
There it is.
I spoke on that. It's about greed. You know what I mean? Greed, envy. Same thing I did.
That boy would not pass no lie to take the test, boy.
I mean, I did that. I was on the other side of.
That boy asked him that question. He was shaking harder than booty meat. Come on now.
I grew up and I lived on the other side of what P&B Rock was, and we in our lost mentality, we didn't see it like I see it now as an adult. So I would be remiss to speak of it, of how it was, because remiss to speak of it now, to speak to a kid, because I was that kid before. I was that person younger. And then when you hear the politics of it, you hear that the father may have had something to do with it, and that's foreign to me. That part is foreign to me because you're telling your offspring to go do something, and it's not sending them to war, it's sending them to go rob something. But I mean, you know, we in L.A.
Yeah.
When I go to Chicago, I respect Chicago wholeheartedly. I check in.
Ain't nobody checking in nowhere, man. This is this is Big U trying to manipulate the whole world again because he's trying to get his check-in business off the ground. So he's manipulating the world to feel like, you got to do this, you got to do that. Because it all come back to him when you come to L.A. You get what I'm saying? Man, let me go find Big U, man. I got to go check in. So that's what they did. This is one of the reasons they got this dude. Because he had all the celebrities doing just what he's telling us right now.
When I go to Atlanta, I check in. When I go places, I check in. And I don't think nobody...
Big, you got to understand, right? Y'all got to think about it. It's like being in the dope game. You know what I'm saying? You short-stopping on somebody else's corner, man. Because when you have the celebrities checking in and people in fear to come there, they losing money, bro. So it's like you stepping on their toes. Boy, useless, boy. I don't think you use your brain, boy. That boy got the brain size of an elephant brain, size of a peanut.
It's safe. I know dudes right now
and they the bigger gangsters
from L.A. who are actual gang members who have been robbed for their jewelry, who real killers. Like, who really real killers. Like, if he ever find out who did that, he gonna knock everybody down. You understand what I'm saying?
And you gonna be first, because you probably set it up. You probably set it up, man. This dude is a good manipulator, man. Him and Wack got the same trade. He said, do you ever find out? He gonna trying to make it like he don't have anything to do with it. Big U, come on, man.
You just caught slipping. You know, that's how it is. You know what I mean? And you try your best not to be slipping. And if you have the means not to, why do it? Yeah. You know what I mean? And it's just about, sometimes it's about respecting, you know, yourself and then trying to get home. Yeah. So, I mean.
This man said check-in is about respecting yourself. This man said check-in is about respecting yourself, man. No, not checking in is respecting yourself. Let know that you ain't finna let nobody punk you, man, and take your money, man. What you paying them for? To check in. Come on, man.
I mean, I hear a lot of back and forth on that, but I mean, I don't know that it's a perfect answer other than me, myself, I check in.
Yeah.
And in certain places, I'm going to tell a dude if they check in with me.
Hey, man, being the age I am right now, man, only person I was checking in when I went to any state was the weed man. You know what I'm saying? But now I'm at the age I don't even mess around like that no more. You know what I'm saying? I got no reason to be in the hood. I done been in the hood my whole life, right? So when I go places, right, I don't know how these fools think. Because when you coming out the hood, right, we going places to see the better parts of life. You know what I'm saying? We ain't looking for no dusty hood, man. We ain't looking for that. Because when you coming out the hood, you looking for something better, man. So you talking about check in, man. Man, what is this man talking about, man?
Now, I don't think you should go there now.
All you got to do is stay out those areas. If you planning on living life, doing good for yourself, and you know you already came out of hood, why is you gonna travel from one hood to another hood? So, do he have a point? Yeah, you got to check in if you fool around in the hood. But anything outside the hood, you shouldn't have to check in. Like, for example, if I'm coming to your hood and I'm looking for the weed man, I'm going to check in with you. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't finna just ride to the hood and say, hey, who got weed? You know what I'm saying? That ain't going to work like that. You're going to get robbed, shot, killed, something like that. Allegedly. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to check in. But if I ain't on that, you got dispensaries everywhere. You know what I'm saying? For the people that is. You ain't got to go to the hood no more. So what is Big U talking about, man? Now, it goes back to what I was saying. When he's talking about check in, and you telling people to check in when they go to Hollywood, check in when they go to Beverly Hills, now you have a problem. You running away them boys' money. Now you gonna have to check in to that cell. You know what I'm saying? It's all right when you tell them to check in to come to the hood. You know what I'm saying? Dudes do that across the world. Y'all, you gonna be on this side, boy, you better holler at such and such. You know what I'm saying? Because, that's across the world. But when you telling people to check in just to come to LA, period, come on, man, it's a problem now.
Yeah.
I mean, he might want to go to the other one.
Yeah, and I'm glad that you mentioned that because it seemed like anybody that I speak to or that's from LA kind of like have an understanding when it come down to, the checking in situation, no matter who I speak to, no matter who sit down at this table. But it seemed like a lot of outsiders have a different understanding of that when it come down to speaking on that. So can you kind of like go into that?
Big U the type of dude that want us to continue to glorify the hood so we'll stay there. And he can get all the nice stuff. Remember he said he living in the hills. He can get all the riches and stuff. Young people, listen to me, man. The hood is where they put us at. We don't belong there. We belong. When you see me, when you see the other side of life, you know what I'm saying? Me traveling and hanging out with Johnny J and my other rich friends, you know what I'm saying? Renee and, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of these people I was hanging out with in LA, you know what I'm saying? They showed me the other side of life. So when I came back home to Miami, everything was kind of like petty to me in the hood. I'm like, man, I got to make it out of here because they showed me the other side. And a lot of these guys don't get to see the other side. So they think it's all about the hood stuff. I used to be like that. Everything was about the hood. And I asked Renee, and when I say Renee, y'all, I'm talking about Renee from Renee and Angela. That's my dog. And I'm talking about Johnny J, Tupac producer. When I was with them, I asked both of them. I'm like, man, why y'all don't, you know what I'm saying? Why y'all don't go to the hood? Why y'all don't be with family? Man, you want to live? And you want to enjoy life? You got to stay away from all that type. Both of them said the same thing, not even knowing each other. Both of them said the same thing to me. The same things, man. So sometimes, man, you got to kick that hood stuff, man, if you want to see the best of life. You know what I'm saying? When you get older, you're going to realize, all y'all that's young, when you get older, you're going to realize that all the stuff you was glorifying, that was some bull, man. That was some bull, man. When you start driving nice cars and living in nice houses and stuff, you're going to be like, man, that was some bull.
A little bit more in depth and let people understand what you mean by that when you say checking in.
When I say that, I mean exactly what I say.
There we go, y'all.
There ain't no sugarcoating, there ain't no nothing in. It ain't not one human being that's not gonna check in. Let me give you on a bigger scale. The United States of America and all these countries have what is called air silo. I mean,
Boy, I don't know where he get his, what they call analogies or whatever they call that when he get these quotes, man, and these things he be saying, man. Listen to this dude, man.
Airspace.
Hey, I'm a hood dude, so y'all know I ain't get all my words right. I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying.
If you invade their
I'm trying hard, y'all.
airspace with a plane, they consider that an act of war. If you want to come in their airspace, you're going to check in. You can choose not to, and it's going to be a problem. If dudes come...
Look how he said that. You can choose not to, and it's going to be a problem. That's what I mean when I say our own kind make it harder for our own kind. I guarantee you, the white boy in them suits and ties coming to L.A., he ain't checking them. He ain't telling them to check in. He's not doing that. He only doing that to us.
And you move it in a certain way. If you choose not to check in,
And Adam, and Vlad.
suffer the consequences. You figure like you got something that's bigger than what's there. And I just, because I do it, it's foreign to me to hear people speak how they, I'm not going to check in, but then that's the ignorant dude. Because that's the dude.
How, bro? Bro, isn't America a free country, man? Come on, bro. You are not the president. You trying to change rules, bro. It shouldn't be like that. We should be able to go everywhere we want to go, bro. You know what I'm saying? I come to your city, you make it safe for me. You know what I'm saying? You come to my city, I make it safe for you, goddamn. But I ain't finna make you check in. But if you holler at me, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say, hey man, don't go over there, don't go here. Woo. I ain't on all that, you know what I'm saying? Big U trying to make it look like it was that. But Big U was taking money from these guys, man. Big U was taking money, man. And Big U, it wasn't no regular check-in like how he talking about, yeah, you come over here, and if you go over there, you know what I'm saying, I can tell you don't go. That's what I would do. You know what I'm saying? Come holler at me. I ain't going to say check in. Come holler at me, man. Holler at me, and I tell you, and it ain't going to be too much of, you know what I'm saying? He trying to make it like a just so some gangster, dangerous stuff. Yeah, don't want to do this, do that, right? You check in, you holler at me, because I ain't going to call it check in, because these fools already done made that word look bad. But if you holler at me, right, I'm going to be like, hey, okay, yeah, man, Cheesecake Factory, you know what I'm saying? You take US1, you're going on up to woo. Oh, you know what I'm saying? That type of stuff, man. I ain't telling you to come check in with me because the whole world is on some gangster. That's me trying to start you if I do that. Yeah, you better come check in with me. Then when you come check in, hey, you want to be safe out here? You pay me, all that stuff. Come on now.
Who wants the internet fame? Any real dude that's ever really been in LA, he checked in. Any real dude that's ever been in Atlanta, he checked in. If
that dude checked in, he wasn't real. He wasn't real, man. He was scared. Because why would a real dude check in? He moving militant. He ain't checking in nowhere. He got his guys with him, you know what I'm saying? And they ready for that action. That go against everything he stand for if he check in. That go against everything. Now, he might holler at a couple homies that's, you know what I'm saying, that's in the city and say, hey, but there ain't no check-in stuff, and it ain't mandatory. He ain't got to holler at them if he don't want to. Come on, man.
When you getting money, you going to check in because you need to know the right places to be and places not to be. That's a businessman. Yeah. So, I mean, but shit, some people feel like I am who I am.
Look, yeah, you is who you is, and that's why you sitting in that cell, bro. Because you is who you is, bro.
So much gangbanging.
And then dude got the nerve to say this right here. He got the nerve to say this right here.
From dudes in my whole entire life, I'm sorry, in my life, where people are just telling on themselves on the internet. I ain't never seen that before.
Bro, what are you doing, bro? That's what you're doing, bro. You're telling on yourself. Come on, man. You're going on podcasts. If you had a check-in business going on, bro, you ain't supposed to go. Big, you got to be, come on, man. This dude was advertising his check-in business like it was a real business. He going to podcast promoting it like it's a product. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You might want to check in. Call 1-800-BIG-U. Because if you don't check in, boy, listen. This check-in product we got, call 1-800-CHECK-IN. I don't get this dude, man. Dude done told on himself on every podcast Dude so dumb he thought checking in was a real, he could make checking in a real business. That's why he promoted it. That's why he promoted checking in, the check-in business. That's why they came and got him, man. Come on, man. Dude basically told, everybody locked up told on themselves, man. From Brick Baby to Loose Cannon, these dudes told on themselves, man. Y'all can't blame nobody. Nobody. They gave a statement to Officer Wack, man. They gave statements to Officer Adam. They gave statements to Officer Vlad. We sat right there and watched them, man. They gave their own statements, man. We seen them give depositions and statements and all this stuff, man. We watched it. So look, they got their something to this own. They got their something to this jam, man. You know what I'm saying? So y'all gotta watch it, man, because the way these guys are on the internet breaking down cases and all this stuff, I mean, they better than detectives. I think these guys deserve a job in law enforcement. You know what I'm saying? After this case, they just took down Big Useless. These guys deserve a medal of honor, because, boy, these the best officers I ever seen, boy. Ain't doing nothing wrong. I'm going to let you know. What do you do to crack the case, don't it? Oh, man, Sherlock Holmes. Hey, man, I just came to bring y'all that. Like, share, and subscribe to the realest platform on the planet. Hood Talk News. I'm out. Yeah.
G-Track brought this beat to life.
Way too cool for sports, too fucking clean for some golden gooses. Pull up on these shits, we poppin' out, nigga, we making movies. Haters wanna know how we do it, my teacher say I'm a good influence. Put me in a room next to the back, watch me start speaking fluent. Long as my mama good, long as my daddy good, she consider me the modern day Robin Hood. We get this shit poppin', could've stopped it, nigga, if you could. We get this shit poppin', we droppin' niggas off some love. Respected by the realest thugs. Never been a thug, but feel every thug needs some love. Caught up in the matrix, wrist shining like Mike Glove. Another 150, that big ol' shine like a light bulb. We gon' keep it slight, cuz any nigga might budge. He ran and got his fellas, cause he jealous and they don't like us. I'm trying to tame the beast and keep the peace, but they ain't right, bruh. They wanna start the beef from living life and they ain't like us. Way too cool for sports, too fucking clean for some golden gooses. Pull up on these shits, we poppin' out, nigga, we making movies. Haters wanna know how we do it, my teacher say I'm a good influence. Put me in a room next to the back, watch me start speaking fluent. Long as my mama good, long as my daddy good, she consider me the modern day Robin Hood. We get this shit poppin', could've stopped it, nigga, if you could. We get this shit poppin', we droppin' niggas off some love. And haters wanna see us go, we poppin' out this bitch like a motherfucking TV show. More baddies than the baddies, and I ain't tryna get married on some upscale shit. And lil' mama a little savage, goddamn, can I grab it? I'm just playing, but can I grab it? They say the way I flip this money, I should be in gymnastics. Say the way I killed this beat, you should dead it in a casket. Watch the way I'm pulling up, matte black, so nasty. Slow mashing, I let them pull past me. Once I hit the gas, man, they know it's no catching. Competition waiting, faking, hating for no reason. All my competition might be dead or in prison. Now I see the vision, stay true to your religion. She made them catch the Holy Ghost, she popped it like a pistol. She made her spin up all this dope by acting like she miss him. Now he got issues, give his ass a tissue. Way too cool for sports, too fucking clean for some golden gooses. Pull up on these shits, we poppin' out, nigga, we making movies. Haters wanna know how we do it, my teacher say I'm a good influence. Put me in a room next to the back, watch me start speaking fluent. Long as my mama good, long as my daddy good, she consider me the modern day Robin Hood. We get this shit poppin', could've stopped it, nigga, if you could. We get this shit poppin', we droppin' niggas off some love. Way too cool for sports, too fucking clean for some golden gooses. Pull up on these shits, we poppin' out, nigga, we making movies. Haters wanna know how we do it, my teacher say I'm a good influence. Put me in a room next to the back, watch me start speaking fluent. Long as my mama good, long as my daddy good, she consider me the modern day Robin Hood. We get this shit poppin', could've stopped it, nigga, if you could. We get this shit poppin', we droppin' niggas off some love. Pull up on these shits, we poppin' out, nigga.